In this episode, we visit the west coast of Sicily. We do a little off-road, driving along the salt road, charge at different local chargers. We charge our Tesla at a charger with the best view ever, and we visit Erice, one of the most beautiful places in Sicily, where we have incredibly delicious sweets. We are traveling through Europe and our home country Switzerland as a family of 3, and this 100% electric with our Tesla Model Y. With our Tesla, we want to circle the Italian dream island of Sicily once completely.
Maybe this is a good moment to subscribe to our channel. It takes you a second, and for us, it means the world. Thanks a lot. We still have the incredibly beautiful images in our heads of the area around Agrigento, with the Greek temples, the white cliffs of Scala di Turci, and from Eraclea Minoa, where we stayed overnight in the Tesla with one of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises in all of Sicily. In this episode we drive along the west coast, where we make various stops and charge at the local provider Enel X and want to reach Erice in the evening. We make our first stop in the fishing village of Sciacca. The fishermen have already finished work and the mood in the harbor is quiet. In the cafe opposite the harbor there is a wonderfully lively atmosphere. We order panini and cafe and enjoy it typically Italian right at the bar. There is always the most to see and you quickly get into conversation with the incredibly nice people. Just a few steps further, we discover a small shop. We buy some pâté and pesto, perfect for our picnics.
We want to continue. Our destination for the day, Erice, is still a long drive away. On the way, we want to charge our Tesla, and so we head for a charging station from the Italian provider Enel X in Castelvetrano. There are 2 charging stations, but neither the app nor the charging station show which is number 1 and which is number 2. So we try different options and find out that one of the 2 stations doesn't work. Of course, the one we tried first.
And after trying several times, finally it's working.
The second station works and we charge, also very slow with 20 kilowatt.
Our expectations of the charging infrastructure in southern Italy and especially in Sicily were not particularly high, and so we were positively surprised how well charging with Enel X works in the end. Of course, you can't compare that to the Tesla supercharger at all. Enel X still has a huge potential for improvement here, more intuitive operation and, of course, faster charging should be the focus. After all, charging providers also want to make money, so please make it easier for us to charge. If you are interested in how exactly the charging and the Enel X app works, we explained everything in detail in our episode 6, Ragusa. And now we are heading west. The southwest coast is known for its good olives and good olive oil, so we drive through the many olive fields in our Tesla. It's a lot of fun and somehow totally relaxing, but of course there are also less beautiful corners.
It's pretty hot today and we want to cool off in the sea. The road towards the beach is getting worse and worse and becomes a very bad gravel road. Now our Tesla is being used off-road for the first time. We are a bit uneasy, the potholes are deep and we are afraid of touching down and damage the battery. We don't know whether the fears are justified. Unfortunately, the beach wasn't nice and so we decide to continue driving. Later in Marsala we find a beach. The water is gorgeous. The subsoil here is very special. A thick carpet of dried sea plants. Very soft and not uncomfortable at all. The water is clear and wonderfully refreshing. and from here we have a great view of the Egadi Islands. And located on top of that rocky plateau is our destination for the day, Erice.
But first we want to drive the well-known salt road. Salt has been extracted here for 3000 years. Most of the salt road is a one-way street, so make sure you start from Marsala in the direction of Trapani. And this is best done in the evening, when the lightning mood is at its best. What a beautiful mood! The old windmills still stand between the salt pans. What a beautiful sight! And now it's off to Erice. The city is enthroned on top of this rock, and it's great fun to drive the Serpentine Road, especially with this beautiful evening atmosphere.
There are 4 Enel X charging stations in Erice, and we are heading for the southeast one. This really is the charging station with the most beautiful and spectacular view ever. From up here we have an endless view of the countryside, the salt fields and the city of Trapani. Simply magnificent. Erice is located on a rocky plateau and is steeped in history. Already inhabited in pre-Christian times and a holy place with a Venus temple in antiquity. No wonder the location 750 meters above sea level on this rocky plateau is simply spectacular and captivating. From every corner in this city you have a breathtaking view. We park in Piazza San Giovanni, where we want to charge our Tesla while we explore Erice on foot. Charging works without any problems, and during the few hours that we explore Erice, we park for free while charging.
Erice really puts us under his spell, a dreamy place with its history and this incredible view, captivating and somehow mystical, almost surreal beautiful. Erice, so beautiful! We stroll through the medieval streets toward the center on foot. We find the polished cobblestones particularly beautiful. How many people have walked here over the centuries? We are out early in the morning and the city is just waking up. Wonderful, so we have Erice almost to ourselves. Our culinary destination of the day is this pastry shop. The selection is huge and the most delicious sweets are made here in the old handicraft tradition. We also catch a glimpse of the bakery. Several generations work here. The agony of choice, all of the homemade pastries look delicious. We choose a few and get another portion. Simply unbelievable delicious.
Wow, orange.
And when we leave, our son is given a delicious sweet pastry as a gift. The people here are so friendly.
We walk to the Castello di Venere, the Venus Castle. tech, we storm the castle. The view from here is simply spectacular. We have the viewpoint from the Quartiere Spagnolo all to ourselves. What people back in time used to think when they saw this view. And on a video you can only guess a fraction of the effect of this place. We walk a bit on a lonely path along the city and along the old city wall. For us, it goes on now. To get out of the city, we have to drive through a narrow old city gate. Erice is one of the most beautiful places we have ever seen. With this view and this energy we felt here, absolutely recommendable. A highlight of Sicily.
Just beautiful.
In our next episode, we drive to the region around San Vito lo Capo, stay overnight in a Tesla directly on the sea. We explore the most beautiful beaches of Sicily and the film set coast Scopello. And we visit Castellammare, where we taste the Arab-influenced cuisine. Do you think electric travel is the future? Then subscribe to the channel and share it with your travel, Tesla and EV friends. Find out more about the dream island of Sicily and about electric travel with a Tesla in our next episodes. And if you like this video, don't forget to give us a like.